Такс. Ну чё, продолжаем с того места разрыва. Блин, более 3 часов начинает, а то и бывает после 2,5 хреново записывать. Так что поэтому стрима я стараюсь по максимум 3 часа делать. А переборщил и под конец видео как-то херня пошла. Ладненько, погнали дальше. Будем проходить. О, у нас Тали появилась. Ох, красавица. Такс. Хорошо, давай-ка эту. О, пусть этой штукой побудет. Без модификаторов, просто-напросто подвернись просто-напросто назад. Вернуться. Авто. Всяких вот не тоже просто на автоподгоне. Я не знаю, сейчас загрузится, загрузилось хорошо.
We're approaching the quarry and home system. ETA to Rannoch 5 minutes.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Какие-то скакал в перемешку сделал.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
Ну так, их обнаружил, только если они начнут хором петь русский гимн. Смотрите, как пешек плавает. Такс. Ладно, эти как пешки пусть плавают. Мы только свою морду лица, может, поменьше сделаем. Вот так.
All right. Once we're aboard, we find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Your expertise with the Geth is a welcome addition, Tally.
Indeed. So, apology.
It has proven useful. I hope it doesn't cause you concern.
Not unless you go crazy and decide to overthrow the humans.
If I decide to overthrow the humans, you will be the first to know.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured. I see the free one. Pretty torn up, though.
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute.
Такс. Мы здесь, естественно, что ведем коды необходимые. Все, и теперь можем... Так, блин, это элемент из Dead Space. Там же такая же самая херня была в Dead Space. Вот.
No wonder the Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
Да, все хорошо видно благодаря солнышку вообще там. Жесть, как хорошо все видно. Так. Не, нам бы это не надо, но ни к чему. Да, сколько времени надо потратить на то, чтобы так вот дойти куда-то, хуй знает куда. Чтобы с этим гетом поразговаривать. Куда он уперся, я не понял. Что-то не такое, что-то не так.
How are you doing, Shepard?
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
then I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine.
Мне забыло, хочется на вот вернуться от того, что тут все вращается.
Ships don't have windows. They rely on thermal scans for close-range detection.
I'm immune to your facts and logic.
Ну что, дошли. И там тоже оторвалось, и тут оторвалось.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If you can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on.
То есть получается через Т внизу я вызываю консоль, нижнюю часть консоли, а через здоровая получается, так? Так, это не нужно нам. Сложно.
Next time.
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this. There, it's open. We're clear to go.
И что это? Может, взглянуть на этом. Херь какая-то непонятная. Ладно, пошли.
So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster. Vents. Always the vents.
You did fine at the collector base.
Guardian
I
anti-fighter
got
laser.
set on fire!
I believe the Dreadnought's using ultraviolet frequencies instead of the standard infrared.
Expensive. Bet it gives them an edge in close combat, though.
When the fleet rushed the Dreadnought, those lasers carved right through our ships.
Come on, let's get to the op center before they lose more.
Watch out! Yes, incoming!
Сейчас как они сами с ними справятся. По мне пауков не надо, я хочу просто скорректировать, представляюсь. Нет, так. Это вот зовут он.
I don't hear an alarm.
They're yes! They sent alerts to every unit on this ship. We need to get to the operations center before they box us in.
I think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault. We lost 6 frigates. That time. Get black self-suspension. Network intelligence. As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive.
Не понял, а это что было вообще? Я ж код ввел. Ладно, ладно. Сейчас все исправим.
Hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault. We lost 6 frigates. That tiny hole was the only damage we did.
I wouldn't call it tiny. Not the way you'd have done it.
No, it was too aggressive. I argued, but as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet, it was ultimately his decision.
What about the other admirals?
Zen backed the invasion, largely as a chance to test her toys. Ron gave provisional support. Only Chorus opposed the war with me, and he was right. We could Shepard.
We'll get your people out of here safely. So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster. Vents. Always the
Guardian
vents.
anti-fighter
You
lasers.
did fine at the
I
collector
believe
base.
the dreadnoughts using
got
ultraviolet
set on
frequencies
fire.
instead of the standard infrared.
Expensive. Bet it gives them an edge in close combat, though.
More death forces incoming.
I don't hear an alarm.
They're death. They sent alerts to every unit on this ship. We need to get to the operations center before they box us in.
The Geth lack self-preservation instincts.
Network intelligence. As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive.
You have engaged the Geth previously, Shepard. Tactical advice?
Disable their shields.
Then take them down before they recharge.
Какая залупа стреляет, я так и не понял.
The Dreadnought Operations Center is just ahead.
Good. Let's get the Reaper signal and get the fleet out of here.
The hunters are moving in.
One hunter down. We must find the remaining hunters.
That's the last of them. Let's see if that console is operational. Damn it! They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the operations center. There! The Reaper signal's coming from the drive core.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
what about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
Geth are dropping from the ceiling.
There could be cloaked hunters as well.
Geth reinforcements have arrived.
Позволишь мне новый модуль? Спасибо. Слушай, а где тут стоит?
Через сколько его нету на полу, тоже мог упасть, уже нет. Посмотрим, там на полочке где-то.
intelligences. Those not loaded into mobile platforms.
Я покушал, спасибо большое.
For all our cybernetic upgrades, I'll never understand integrating that completely into a system.
Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery. I'm surprised they'd send you on this mission, Tally.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around.
Держи. Витамин D.
Спасибо. Все, хватит. Потом мы очень... А, не потом, а сейчас даже запью. Так, у нас это где-то внизу. Это что за... Короче, гетовщина какая-то.
Priority message. A planetary defense cannon just took down Admiral Forrest's ship.
Так вот, подмила, это
They got to
сюжетно.
escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Даже если вот так вот
What is
летел,
wrong?
то...
Shepard, this is wrong. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral.
Так, еще раз по ответам на вопросы. Буду запиливать отдельные видео. Буду запиливать отдельные видео. Наберется вопрос так минут на 20. Пока что же вопросиков ко мне у вас с
More incoming! I think they figured out what to do.
What's the shockwave? That's a big gun!
We should be okay if we stay in cover.
We need to shut it down!
Go overhead. There should be a maintenance stop near the battery itself.
А где-то там что-то активация. Ну нет, еще по барабану это все, но все равно как-то так бы интересно. Сейчас я все тут бегать. Это в ту сторону, она может надо бежать против.
There's the maintenance stop.
Вот она. Консоль.
The main gun is offline.
В супер костюме. Все
We're
супер
safe as
круто.
long as the maintenance lock is in place. Let's move.
Все, пошли.
Shepard, the lock.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Это. О, чуть мог не отсек.
Excellent timing.
Watch your shield. Stick to cover.
Вообще. пофиг, значит мне пофиг. Яйцо их не находится где. Яйцо их не находится где. Думаю, что ты на карту нажимаешь, сразу отмечают этот ромбик. Что руку? А то что? То есть это надо было на нее прыгать. Ну ладно, давай продолжим. Мне пофиг. Куда нам дальше? Да? Сразу не очень понял, что он хотел, он нашел другой. Ну, это нормально. Лоханулся. Что тут?
Good. Hopefully we're done with elevators. Come on. The drive core shouldn't be far.
Ну, где-то рядом, допустим. Где-то яйцо, вон наверх ползти за яйцом надо. Вот эти где-то разбойники, а? Километраж, блин. Набегаю. Блять, еще там не дикнет, как этим стенам. Да, прикольный костюм, такой красненький, с какой-то подсветкой. Мне нравится, красиво. О, видишь, яйцо.
That's definitely Reaper tech. But what's...
И внутри догадайтесь, кто. Здравствуй, как тебя там? Легион.
Legion.
I am pleased we have the chance to free you from confinement.
Shepard, wait. The Geth are being controlled by the Reaper signal.
Right. This thing.
So for all we know, Legion is with them. Maybe it sided with the Reapers voluntarily. Or maybe it's hacked.
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Your caution is understandable. Once free, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
That is extremely reasonable, Legion.
Greetings, Edie. We did not expect you to gain license to operate a personal unit.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Creator Zora.
So what is this thing?
It uses our networking architecture to broadcast the old machine command signal to all Geth simultaneously.
Then getting you out of there will shut off the Reaper signal.
Wait, You cannot simply remove the restraints. We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating protocols.
I am familiar with the concept.
The AI shackles Cerberus used to keep you under control.
Yes. Used by organics, it is understandable. For Geth to install this in a formally independent unit is unnecessary.
The hardware blocks are on the far side of the room.
Far side of the room, you said?
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not. The creators...
Got it.
Talizora to fleet. The signal is about to go offline.
This is Admiral Hangel. We're in your debt.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free. As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnought's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline. Alert! Geth reinforcements incoming!
Постреляем.
The Geth fleet is destabilized. Signal is offline. Civilian fleet, prepare to withdraw. The patrol fleet will cover you once the heavy fleet is in position. Whenever you're ready.
Ах, твою душу мать. Каждый раз после перезагрузки надо, оказывается, вот этот ебаный чит в Хана бессмертия. Почему, интересно, этот чит, он нигде на сайтах не указан. Я просто от балды его как-то вот так вот ввел, просто от балды, и он заработал. Собака не убила. Где там это попало? Пойду полечу его. Да, даже для робота нужна первая помощь. Знаешь, как себе после.
What are you doing?
Ron, check your screens. The Dreadnought is helpless. No barriers, and the main gun is offline. We can remove their flagship if we strike now.
Damn it! This is our chance to withdraw the civilian fleet safely.
What are you talking about? We're still on board.
We can't waste this chance. Heavy fleet all forward. Take out the Dreadnought.
Patrol fleet, hold position.
You do that, and the heavy fleet gets wiped out. And if we die, simple retreat won't save you from the Geth response.
Love you, girl.
Damn it, what are they doing?
Focus on the Geth. We'll worry about the Admirals later.
Flanking support on the heavy fleet. Give them a firing lane.
All ships open fire.
Shepard Commander, the Creator fleet is firing upon this vessel. Without barriers, this ship will be destroyed. We must evacuate.
We need to get to the escape pods.
Geth transmit intelligences
Ну
via
все,
remote
давайте
signal.
по-быстрому.
We do not use escape pods.
Suggestions?
Варианты немножко не купили.
We can pilot a fighter to safety.
Прикольно.
Shepard to fleet. Hold fire. I repeat, hold fire.
They're not responding.
Damn it.
Shepard Commander, we have taken control of docking protocols.
We'll be right there.
Далее. красивый.
Let's go!
Shepard, the door!
Double time, people!
Hurry! We're losing the environmental field!
We'll make it!
Normandy to Shepard, reading a loss of gravity. You okay over there?
Fine. We're leaving in a Geth fighter, transmitting rendezvous coordinates.
Does the storage compartment have adequate room, Shepard Commander?
We're fine. Go.
Даже на таком корабле полетали, на насекомых. На гниде полетели, точно, это гнида полетела. Здесь не применяли текстурки взрывов. Остались. Видимо, кат-сцена, рисунок его не решили не переделать. Но все равно пофиг.
They fired on the Dreadnought while you were on board?
They were supposed to pull their fleet out safely. Instead,
I know. Admiral Garrow's been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand their desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
we haven't lost Earth yet.
We need help, Shepard. We need a fleet. And the Quarians have the biggest one out there.
I'll get it, Admiral.
Your unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard and Talizora?
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military. You understand that.
Ну, вот так.
I understand that you wasted your chance to withdraw safely.
The Dreadnought was a perfect target.
Давай по яйцам правильно.
Admiral, you jeopardized your mission and your people. Get the hell off my ship.
Shepard, I understand you're angry.
If I didn't need your fleet,
He nearly got us killed, Ron.
You must understand. The Geth inflicted heavy casualties before you disabled the Reaper signal.
you said they have a planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Chorus sacrificed his own ship to destroy it. He crash-landed on the home world.
The Normandy can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Shepard Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
What the hell is this?
Wait. Everybody calm down. Its name is Legion. It helped me destroy the Collectors. The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnought. We freed him.
We freed it. This is a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
Legion said it could help us. For now, let's hear what it has to say.
Understood, Commander.
So, you say you can help?
Yes.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
This is a false assumption. You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Rannoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades.
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Killa, I need to warn the fleet. Then, coordinate with Garrow. Move!
We need to take out the Reaper base. Where's it located?
Unknown.
Find it.
Understood. We do know the location of a server from which Geth fighter squadrons are controlled. The squadrons are targeting Creator life ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use.
Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
I'm glad it's having an effect, but so far hope hasn't been the thing winning this war. It's been blood, sweat, and more blood.
But a lot of these resistance fighters were just farmers and teachers a few weeks ago. When they heard that you managed to get the Torians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here, faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit-and-runs, but it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
The Geth recovered faster than we'd hoped. If it hadn't warned us, they could have wiped us out.
Sounds like you owe Legion an apology.
However advanced your friend is, it's still a Geth.
A Geth who just saved your fleet.
And I wish I could have
Если
known
вы
it
заметите,
better.
новенький планшет, новая планшеточка такая сделана. Раньше была какая-то херь, а сейчас такой полупрозрачный, стильный, красивый смотрится. Блин, вообще классно сделали. Патрульный, гражданский, тяжелый флот, адмирал Зен. Ну, блин, эти трындёж мне вообще ничего
I'll let you get back to work.
Ой, ну что, красавица сходит. Мы сейчас...
Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Kodesh. We've lost barriers. Our call system is jammed. Can anyone hear this? We have Geth fighters incoming. Please, if anyone can hear this, we need help. We have hull breaches. Life support failing.
Мы тут все, что могли, посмотрели. Так, больше ничего. А, это еще Тали, вот
We
Тали.
haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
Что ты можешь нам предложить? История Тали, история войны с... Ну ладно, это,
Talk to you later,
это
Tali.
не особо актуально.
If you want to
Сейчас
catch up in private, call me up to your cabin.
Кстати, вот, возможно, я распакую файлы игры и все эти вот отдельные истории, может быть, даже отдельными файлами продвинем. Может, мультики какие-то сделаем красивые. Ну, вот, опять же, через время. Хорошо. Вот тут целые 2 штуки за них. Отлично. Хоть летать не придется, сразу пачку их выполняю, все. Очень даже устраивает. Так, короче говоря, выберем по-любому, и синтетику, наверное, тоже по-любому двоих выберем. Тадиш мы вооружили уже там, по последнему слову техники. Так что все. Там чисто ее, в принципе, ранг можно будет повыше сделать.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only...
Так, на 40 почти час.
Virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
That's insane. You're talking about a virtual world built for synthetics. Hostile Geth synthetics.
I'm not a machine. How do I go into a virtual world?
Your species has experimented with virtual interfaces. You saw this on Project Overlord.
I saw how it almost unleashed a rogue AI-human hybrid on the galaxy.
We have refined the interface they created and have equipment from Normandy to facilitate safe contact. We request your trust.
I have your back, Legion. Even if I don't quite understand why you need it.
You are an unknown. This is an advantage. Geth security is not adept at targeting organic thought processes. While we occupy the system's intrusion countermeasures, you will disable the squadrons by removing Geth from the server.
If it saves the live ships, we've got to try it.
Telemetry data predicts this operation has a high chance of success. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
Wait, you're not going to... Let's set the shuttle down by the cliff.
Угадал, кого брать. Возьми его за мной. Сиськами перед экраном провела. Пенсии провела.
This is it?
Yes. Hostile Geth fighter squadrons are networked to this server. Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
Let's do it.
Initiating peer network integration. Proceed to docking port.
Интересно, если супероружие врубить в этом режиме, что там произойдет?
Mapping to consensus. Remain still. Shepard Commander, excess movement during an upload is discouraged. Shepard Commander, we acknowledge your integration into the server. We welcome you to our consensus.
What is this?
We've installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of this server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here.
You look different.
We have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
And what does turning off the lights do to the Geth back in the real world?
The Geth fighter squadrons communicate with platforms on their spacecraft via this server. We will sever that connection. We will ensure there are no transfers or backups. This server will fall silent.
The sooner this place shuts down, the better.
Yes, create your lives remain at risk. Our goals must be met. There are 2 communication nodes on the server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth fighters. We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist.
Сейчас вот проверим, как этот чип будет работать. То есть у нас...
Establishing connection to access point. This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
You're surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection.
По ступенькам после матча все подряд. Да, помощнее трошки стало, это приколка.
Warning, connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt the infection.
I wondered what the gun was for. Okay, I've got to ask. Why a gun?
We wish to provide cleaner equipment.
Then thanks, I think.
Чесать. Где у нас что? Мы оттуда прибежали, значит, вот нам туда. Опять вот это круговое.
Established. Proceed to the access point. Establishing connection to communication node. Error. Access denied.
Is the Reaper keeping you out?
Unknown. Please investigate. Warning, Reaper presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code. We require access to proceed. We cannot proceed until we gain access to this data cluster. contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
You really want to rename the BI network?
Absolutely. The mobile hardware release deserves a little ceremony. Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for server people?
The word is get. Creator Zahak.
Yes. Very good.
Ancestors, you fuss over it.
Work you here until midnight fixing 01 service.
Well, it needed restudy.
Wasn't that footage from the past? Why are the Quarians masked?
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Good point.
Мы пришли туда, откуда вышли. То есть нам... А, ну все правильно, мы же по кругу тут пробежались. И полную зачистку этой херни провести. Отлично. Так, тут что?
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to continue. You may proceed to the last data cluster.
Что там за фигня? Место надо бежать культовую только. Вопрос. Я уже забыл давно эту всю фигню, блин. Помню, что где-то была эта миссия, за кого играть, это что за вариант, я уже забыл даже.
Accessing data cluster.
We've got escaped guests. They're pinned. Open fire. One's going for a weapon.
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic Geth following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establishing sections of the remaining server now.
Hello, Commander. Are you there?
Have you come under attack, Admiral Ron?
The guest squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss. Half their fighters have stopped functioning. We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Legion, give me an update.
One node remains.
What's wrong?
Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue. Shepard Commander, the Reaper code is adapted. It can now self-replicate.
You mean it grows back?
Yes. However, disrupting vulnerable points in the infection may slow down its replication. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed. You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster. We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed. There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster. Target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed. You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster. Leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster. We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed. Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Я не понял. Ладно, что мешает, не мешает. А если забьем тогда?
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed. You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Out of the way! You can't do this to them! I said step away from the gas!
This is insane! We need the gas! You can't just destroy them for asking.
Time's up! Throw her into the others.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth.
Тут что-то не то. Это оно может там тупануть, то что платформа. Проблема под уничтожение, что не уничтожено. Ну, только, блин, я не очень-то догоняю. За что? Как пошел? Мы пытались сюда пробраться, верно? И у нас вот. А вот за весом.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster. There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster. Target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed. You must search for a vulnerable point to the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. Further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster. This data comes from a period during which the creators declared martial law.
I repeat, release the rogue gas units and come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Queen Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This conflict exceeds creator safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnel then. Oh!
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara. As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered.
Не очень понял, как туда попасть. В чем прикол? Ну ладно.
Accessing data is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The outflow is down. Do not engage the gate. I repeat, avoid contact.
Gas pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is time-stamped 290 years ago. It is the creator exodus at the end of the Morning War. We have secured freedom. The creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait. The Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go.
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion? That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes.
You've been thinking about when we met?
It was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth, and perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server nodes established. We are ready to transport to it.
Something's happening to the Geth.
Да, в шаттл, блин, короче, подключались. Проверили, что там на Грессике. Ну, все стабильно.
Root access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the edit port. Disconnect from mother. Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Shepard, how do you feel?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join us.
They what?
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
We did not doubt you. We doubted your allies. The Creator's actions have placed their species in danger, but they are unsympathetic to what it has done to ours. The Quarians sanctioned this operation to save their people. They would not have done so if they knew we wished to preserve Geth as well.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe, and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and destroyed.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Ripper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
You sound conflicted.
While the old machines have unethical purposes, their upgrades have vastly improved our people. Observe.
A Geth processing signal. A single unit, I believe.
Correct. Now, 10 nearby units networked cooperatively. Now, a single Geth unit with the old machine upgrades.
That's a fully evolved AI.
Yes, we do not agree with the goals of the old machines, but we find this growth beautiful, indicative of life.
It is.
Commander!
I witnessed their history, Admiral. The Reapers sped up the process, but the Geth were always moving this way.
And they will die when we destroy the base.
They allied with the Reapers.
To save themselves from you.
Maybe they don't have to die. After what I saw on that server, I don't know. Maybe there's another option.
Commander, are you suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. All I'm saying is, maybe they don't all have to die.
It's a moot point until we take out that base. The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
Admiral Zen developed a laser guidance system that can cut through the jamming. It's synced to the Normandy's targeting computer.
So the Normandy launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted? That ought to do it. Edie, this work for you?
Yes, it should enable us to make a precision strike against the Reapers.
And anything else in our way?
The Geth will quickly reconfigure their jamming towers to neutralize this technology. You should not use it before reaching the base.
I've sent the coordinates for the Reaper base.
Are we clear to go?
We still haven't gotten a rescue ship to Admiral Kurz.
Any wait?
We're suffering heavy civilian casualties without him there to organize them. But we'll do what we can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to strike now, you've got my support. I gave in to your reckless behavior before. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
And then you'll charge off again, like last time.
This is different, Ron. Unless we give our ships time to rest, we're gonna lose them.
So pull them back.
If I withdraw now, the Geth will flank us, and we'll lose any room to maneuver. I need the patrol fleet.
I gave in to your reckless behavior before. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
Admiral Geralt is right. Withdrawing now puts the whole fleet at risk.
As you say, Commander. All right. You've got your ships.
Thank you, Ron. You'll get them back in good condition.
I'm ready to hit the Reaper base whenever you are, Shepard.
Talk to you later, Tally.
If you want to catch up in private, call me up to your cabin.
Servers seemed popular for a while. They were fighting the collectors while the council sat and watched.
And now they're killing civilians. Commander, Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
Короче, и наверх, и вниз сбегать придется. Ну, по заданию.
Tally, I'm free if you'd like to come up.
I'll just be a moment.
Thanks for asking me up. I couldn't talk freely in front of Ron.
You okay?
No, I'm really not. 17 million lives are riding on me. And I don't know if I can save them.
You're doing everything you can. If the fleet falls, it won't be because of you.
I helped my father and Zen's ideas, the new tech that made an invasion too good to pass up, that's based on my father's work. If they die because of me, if I don't...
We'll get them out of there safely, Tally.
I couldn't do this without you, Shepard. I feel like I'm bluffing, trying to convince them that the Admiral's daughter knows what she's doing.
Not the Admiral's daughter. The Admiral.
I know. And at least now, I can push back against the worst ideas. That's why I accepted the position. And because of you.
Me?
When they offered me this position, I asked myself what you'd do. I thought you'd take the chance to make things better. That probably sounds stupid. It's just, I know I'm not really qualified for this.
You're doing fine, Tim. And thanks.
I should get back before the admirals get into trouble again. I'll talk to you later.
Я быстренько помою ноги и лягу. Хорошо?
Сейчас скажу тебе через сколько.
Так, Сергей, 11:30. Через сколько? Я тебя просила еще 8 часов. Ну как выключи?
Не могу сейчас, я освобожусь, сразу к тебе подойду. Это мало времени, это буквально минут 10 максимум.
Сергей, так я спать хочу.
Ну так вот, перед сном не сделаем. То есть не изучиться, а тут надо покормить, а не изучить. Может, новые броняшки появились. Как раз со всеми тогда потрещим. С кем там надо.
Commander, I've identified a problem with our engines. A core overload could cause... Edie and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes. I'm confident we can make the systems. We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
I'll look for one next time.
Thanks, Commander.
Попросил на Цитадельке нас купить там какие-то улучшения. Ну и купим.
You've got new messages, Commander.
Ух ты, Миранда хочет увидеться. Автоматическое лекарство. Все, это все мы прочитали, все изучили. Да. С ним подрешать не надо.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you...
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark 4. It uses tiny amounts...
Okay. Yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Carry on, Specialist.
Так, у нас уничтожить должницу и гварианскую капсулу, спасти адмирала. То есть давайте сейчас проверим старик и потом через полчаса очередную часть забубеним. Оторвусь, родная мамуля просит массажик сделать, а я массажист пойду и сделаю. Вот так. Это поважнее, чем игра. Вот, все, сейчас с вами на полчасика распрощаюсь.